Everybody, we are live. If you're watching this in the replay, hey, thanks for coming around and checking out this video. Today we are opening up the Motor Show 5-pack. We're going to run these cars one by one, check them out. If you've been keeping up with my short videos that is, then you know about me opening these and running these this week. Those two are pretty fast cars right there. They come from the grandkids. But these other four right here are pretty new. Matter of fact, let's run Fandango and the Subaru WRX first. We can use these as a baseline if any of them's around the 2-second mark, because that's the sweet spot for this track, is 2 seconds or less, hopefully. Let's see how they run in today. And happy hump day to everyone. Fandango got a 206. That's better than a 209 out of the Subaru. So we'll put the Subaru on the sideline. We'll take Mr. Fandango here. And we will start working with this Motor Show set. We'll start off with this car right here at the bottom. I believe that is a Jaguar. No, excuse me, Aston Martin 177. My bad, that's an Aston Martin. Let's run it up against Fandango and see what it'll do. Straight out the pack, no juice, and I don't use graphite. Got my own reasons for that. Let's see how this Aston Martin. Oh, that's looking promising right there. 202 out of the Aston Martin. Hey, we got something here, y'all. All right, let's run it one more time. I like to get a solid start out of a new car or truck. We'll switch the lanes. Run it one more time. See what this Aston Martin can do. As it breaks in, it could get faster, it could get slower. That's what we're going to find out. 203 is not bad. 203 is not bad at all. So the Aston Martin is worth looking into later. We'll put Fandango to the side. We'll get our Aston Martin. 202 is pretty good. Going to have to place that car in just a little bit. Right now, we'll pull this one out of this Motor Show 5-pack. This car is pretty nice. I like those red wheels. That's outstanding. Looks like a GT40 to me. And it is 1967 year model. I guess I would explain the 67 on the side of it and the number on the hood or bonnet. See how the GT40 compares to the Aston Martin. I like a GT40. You gotta respect that body style right there. Sure, that took a lot of research and development to come out with that GT40 body style. Lagging behind. But you know how we do. It's best to run them twice to see what it'll do. Aston Martin ran the 203. This little car just might be worth having around. We're going to switch the lanes, of course. Come on, GT40. Get a better time for us. Oh, wow. Aston Martin ran a 201. But the GT40, a 220. That's not going to cut the mustard around here. So we're going to put it over here on the side. Not impressed side. With a 201, that's most excellent. We're going to set this one right here off to the side. That one's going to get placed before we leave today. Next is my favorite. The Lamborghini Pace Car. This car is the reason I wanted to get this 5-pack in the first place. Grandkids have one of these, but the axle's messed up in the front, so I couldn't really test it or race it. But this one's brand new, so we should be able to. I think we're gonna come over here and grab our Ford truck. This Ford truck usually runs pretty good times. I believe it's been as fast as a 204, which is not bad at all for a regular average pick-em-up truck. Let's see what the Lambo will do. Yeah, like I said, I believe that truck runs a 204, and it does. The Lambo a 214. Not very impressed with it. Maybe it just has to warm up and break in a little bit. Let's switch the lanes and try again. Come on, Lambo. Show us what you got. We all want to see it. Yeah, that Ford truck put it to the mat all right. Lambo's got a 220. I believe it's gonna need some work. Maybe some little juice after a while. That Ford pick-em-up truck put them down. Well, let's see who's next in this 5-pack. This is a Crescendo in purple. That's a pretty little car. We're gonna keep our Ford truck because we know pretty much what it's running. 204, ran a 206 that last time. That's pretty consistent. That's why I keep it around. How you doing, Eric? Thanks for joining us. Well, you know, they say built Ford tough, and look at it. It's standing tall with that 204. Crescendo did a 207. That's not too bad. It could always speed up a little bit. Let's give it a second try. Here we go. Welcome to the show, Rip Death 180. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to press that like button on your way out if you like what we're doing here. We're ripping and racing straight out of the pack. I tell you what, Ford F-150 tried and true is showing me today. 205. Crescendo did get a little faster with a 209. So Crescendo's going to go over here with the Aston Martin. It may warm up and start doing better after it breaks in. We'll find out. But the Ford truck, it sure is true. 204, 205, 206. Oh yeah, it earns its keep. Next we'll run the Mustang. Even though it's a little bit on the slow side, it sure is a nice car to run. Now the last car in our 5-pack, which is this motor show, just happens to be 2016 Ford GT Race. Now that looks very fast and very stylish. So, a Ford on Ford race, not bad. Old against new, right? Steel City Mafia, thanks for joining in, brother. Glad to see you. I'm running a Mustang right now. I know it's not your favorite. Steel City Mafia likes the Mopars. All right, y'all, here we go. New against old, Ford against Ford. Oh, look at that Mustang pull away. Not too impressive time, though. 221 is slow. Slow. Let's give this blue Ford one more try. It's got to break in. Once they break in, I think they'll start running a little bit faster. If not, I'll give it to Juice. Sancho Villa, thanks for joining in, brother. Here we go. And there they go. 221. That's not very impressive. Now, for those that's never watched my series, you should go back and watch a few of the videos. But just to show you, we'll move the Ford on out here. This is the Mustang we've been running last couple of laps, 221, right? All right, well, these two over here are my gatekeepers. These two Corvettes. They are the gatekeepers to the top 15. That's the top 3 right there. And as you go down the line, of course. That's the top 15. But to even challenge them, you got to get by one of the Corvettes. So, let's take the Mustang and the Corvette, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. This track, the sweet spot, is 2 seconds or less. If you're not running 2 seconds or less, don't even think about it. Here we go, y'all. Yeah, that little Corvette. Earning his keep, a 198. I tell you what. If y'all race at all, you can come across these 80s Corvettes with the metal bottom, with the metal body. That's the way to go. Let's run it one more time so I can show y'all. I don't mind illustrating again. I'm sure the Corvette will get a very good time again once I close the hood. But yeah, if y'all race, look for them Corvettes. That one I bought used. It was open, and it ran this good. Darn worth $1, I'd say. Here we go. And there he goes, 199. I tell you, these Corvettes, they keep. They earn their keep every single time. So we'll stash this Mustang back over here, y'all. Yeah, that Corvette. I tell you what. Aaron Scott, nice to see you. Yeah, the vets. Let's see. He says, I have one of those 80 vetted unspun packed air on a blue card. Yeah, if it's an air, don't get rid of it, whatever you do. Now, we have lots of other cars that do need to be put in a spot. And one of them I was very pleased with was this car. Out of the HW race team. This car turned out to be real fast right out of the pack. This is High-Tech Missile. So, High-Tech Missile would like to be a challenge today. Why not? I got a bunch of them that need to be placed. Good time to run the gatekeeper. If this High-Tech Missile can get by this gatekeeper, it can break into the top 15. Let's see what it does. Oh, Corvette ran away with it. Corvette ran away with it. Solid 2. Solid 2. No doubt about it. All right, well, we'll go ahead and switch out the Corvettes. We'll grab the gold one. This is a recent casting. And believe it or not, it runs just as fast as the old one. Let's run this High-Tech monster one more time against the gatekeeper. It might get in, and it might not. But this is a fair shot running 2 different Corvettes. Shout out from Western Washington. Thank you, sir. Shout out back to y'all. Yeah, it don't look like this one's gonna get in this time, but that's okay. There's always next time, right? We'll keep the gatekeeper out here. Some of y'all might be familiar with this model. Nothing like a fat fendered Ford, I tell you. These cars have got the weight. Metal body, metal chassis, they will run. Now this one is, yeah, this is the new one. There's 2 of these in this house. The grandkids have one that ran really, really good, and that's what prompted me to buy this one. When I saw it at a toy show in Hickory, that'd be Hickory, North Carolina. There's another toy show this weekend that's gonna have a ton of Hot Wheels, old and new. So I'm going to that with the wife, most definitely. Aaron Scott just subscribed. Thank you very, very much, Mr. Scott. Let's run these 2 right here. So I believe this Ford needs to be placed. And it's running. It's trying. It's not beating the gatekeeper, but it's trying. 204. Let's see if it gets faster, folks. We'll run it the second time, because fair is fair. That first time around might have just been a warm-up lap. Right? Dale got to warm up a little bit. Let's run it one more time against that Gatekeeper Corvette. Nope. Corvette, shut the door. Shut the door on the fat fendered Ford. Nope. Corvette said, no. Sorry, I've had a little cold here lately. Well, here's another one that needs to be placed. This is another vehicle I got used. It was already open, but it's in such nice shape. Reminds me of the ones I used to play with when I was a kid. That was exactly the same body style and metal, just like this one is, but this has got the plastic bottom. But it's got the nicer wheels than the ones I used to play with. Let's see what it'll do against the Gatekeeper. This ought to be interesting. All right, y'all. Let's see. See how this rescue truck's gonna do. Whoa, that's a pretty good run. Pretty good run indeed. That vet barely outrun him. That was close. 202 to a 203. Very close. Let's try him again. And in case you're wondering, I have cleaned the track today. I knew I was going to use it. I knew it was going to be raced on, and it's very important for the track to be clean for that. No dirt, no debris to slow nobody down. Second round, here we go. See what we do. Oh, that truck is running solid though. A 202 and the Gatekeeper got a 201. All right, so we're gonna rest the Gatekeeper for a second, maybe more than just a second. Put it back over here at the Pizza Hut where they can hang out and get something to eat, all that good stuff. Now, a 202. All righty, folks. Over here in my tower of power. Oh, let me cut my light on. My bad. There we go. Yeah, the wife bought me that. She said I needed something for that blank space up there. And I must agree, that's nice. Up here in the top, we have what I call the 99-cent crew, which is a $1.99 or lower time. Down here on this level, we have the 2-second cars. Any of these cars will run 2 seconds flat all the time, every time. Then we have the 201 gang. Now, the 201 gang, that would be a, 2 second, 201, 202, like what this truck is running. So let's pull the Chevelle. The Chevelle is not run in a while, but for a convertible, this car is fast. No modifications, straight out of the pack, just like Mattel intended. Let's run them. Let's see, what is this one called anyway? This is the Bomb Squad. Cool. Let's see if Bomb Squad can bust in on the 4th tier. It's better than the 5th. Uh-oh. Oh, yes. Bomb Squad has answered. All right. He just outran the Chevelle. Now that is very interesting. Let's give the Chevelle one more try. Bomb Squad beats this one. Beats the Chevelle this time. It gets into the 4th tier. And that truck will be placed until it's beaten by somebody else. Here we go. Aiden says, you got a Skyline. Yes, I do. I have several. Oh, yeah. Bomb Squad just made it in. The Chevelle got a little bit slower. It ran a 204. Sure did. Sure did. Yeah, I have this little jewel right here. I got from the grandkids, because I trade them cars that's not so fast. But I'll show y'all what I'm talking about. Now, about 5 years ago, my oldest grandson was coming up, and my wife got him a 50-pack in this Ultimate Garage with the shark that pops out in the middle. So I'm a car nut. I've been adding cars. And as I get slow ones, I've been racing theirs, and we trade in and out. So a lot of these cars down here are brand new, like this right here. That's a brand new car. It's pretty fast. I got one of those. Got several of those. But I test their cars out. And they got even more over here. So yeah, we trade in and out because that's fair. If I get a brand new car that's got no scratches or nothing on it, but it's slow, I'll trade them out. They don't mind. They like new cars. But right now we got the Chevelle. Gonna have to go back in the truck. Bomb Squad has a new home. But yeah, I'm glad you like the GTRs. They're pretty fast. This is a 2-second car, no doubt. We'll use this one next in our races. Let's see, who shall we try next? We will try the Chevrolet truck again. Now, I did juice this truck because it was running super slow. And I could not take that because I like this truck so much. I'm a Chevrolet nut. Sure am. Now, when I say that I juice my cars, this is what I'm talking about. I do not use graphite because I do not want graphite on my track. And graphite is a tiny dust that'll get all in your lungs and stuff. Playing around with it, playing in it, no thank you. So this truck has been juiced. Let's see if it's got what it takes to get anywhere in the top 30 or 40. I mean, that would be nice. I need more trucks. A lot of my trucks have gotten knocked out lately. He's running. Hi. 202 to 201. This GTR is not going to let him have an easy time at all. But a 202 for this truck, when it was running 214s, yeah, that's impressive. Let's run it one more time. Pretty sure a 202 is going to get in there. He will get placed sometime. We will place it tonight. We will place it next, as a matter of fact. Why wait? If he can win this one right here, or at least get close anyway. Look at that. Look at that. And he did 2 seconds flat out of that truck that was running 214s. Yep, my work paid off with that. He actually beat the GTR. I'm not believing that, y'all. Wow. But that GTR is stock. It has not been worked in any shape or form. So, a 2-second truck means it might be able to join the 2-second crew. Now, to join the 2-second crew, you got to get by the gatekeeper, which is the new Porsche that just got placed here 2 days ago. Now, my old starting gate, the Porsche was too fat and it would not fit. But this one, it does. So let's race. How about that for 2 ends of the spectrum? A Chevrolet truck against a Porsche sports car. Here we go. Come on, Chevrolet. Oh, R34? Cool. Look at that truck run. Golly. He wants in. Porsche on a 209, that's not impressive at all. It did much better a couple of days ago. That truck is running. Well, if the Porsche keeps on being slow, that truck's going to get in the easy way. Just by simply driving right around. And that will get it up to the 3rd tier. Of course, the fastest cars are in the 1st tier, number 1. But that truck is running. Look at him, 201. And the Porsche ran a 206. Okay, well, sorry, Porsche. I liked you a lot. But you just got knocked out with some, sorry to say, but that's a sucky time, 206. Nope, that's not going to work for me. Not going to work for me. Okay, 201. Let's pull. We're going to run that truck a little more. Let's pull the Mustang SVO. Steel City Mafia Racing knows about this black SVO. This one has not been worked, has not been juiced. This is straight out of the pack. This car has been jammed up on all my tracks. All of them. So let's see how he does with the Chevrolet truck this time. Will it let him in? Or the SVO teach him a thing or two? Let's find out. Oh, that Mustang. That Mustang ran on him with a 201. Truck must have gotten nervous. R34, let's see. It is GTR R35, I believe it says. Yeah, R35 Nissan GTR on that one. Yep. Still, it's a sweet car. It really is. I mean, without any kind of stripes or any kind of tampos on it, that's just a sweet up. That's exactly like you'd see it on the street. That's what I like about it. It's clean. But anyways, yeah, the Mustang just put him down. 201 to 204. Truck slowed up for some reason, because it did run a 202 just a minute ago. Let's try that again. We're going to switch the lanes. Gotta love the Huckleberry Hound. Yeah, you know that's right. Wow, that little truck is trying. 201 to a 203. Yeah, I think the truck just needs to be broken in some. It needs to be ran some more. And we'll get to that in the future. For right now, I'm going to say that it's in because it's already put down my Porsche I just put up there. So, the truck now is in the 2-second club pretty much. Because that's the 199 club up here. That Camaro is fast. That Monte Carlo has been worked though. I had to work at Monte Carlo. We'll run these for a second. Run these against one another. This is the only Monte Carlo Super Sport that I have. In the pack or out of the pack. That's the only one I have. They're hard to find because they have such a big following with the G-bodies. And that Camaro come out of that. Let's see, what's that pack called? I got another one over here. Ooh, there it is. The race team pack. That's where that Camaro come from. It come out of this race team pack. It's also got that Daytona Charger. But unfortunately, my Charger come out of the pack with a bent axle. So I cannot race that one until I find somebody to fix the axles in it. Brand new car. Matter of fact, I got two of them like that. I got a red one like that too. Also a Daytona Charger. Mattel letting things slide with the Daytonas. Not nice. But for now, we're going to run this Camaro and the Monte Carlo. Both should be less than 2 seconds. That's why they in the 99-cent club. There they go. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. 197 out the Monte Carlo. Oh, yeah. And a 199 out of the Camaro. That's why they sitting at the top of the food chain up there. Let's run them one more time, switching the lanes. Just so y'all can stay familiar with the way that I run my tiers and my automobiles. Here we go. See if the Monte can do it twice. I don't know. That Camaro fought back with a 198. I'm telling you, these cars at the top of the tier, or well, tier number 2 anyways, they're nothing to mess around with. These cars are fast up here. Nothing to mess around with. Like I said, if you're not running 2 seconds or less, don't even talk to these guys. Because they're not messing around up there. Let's see who else we got to run. We've got this little car. I forgot what this one is. This is a Megane Trophy. Looks like a rally car to me. That thing's pretty fat. Cool. We'll break out the Subaru again just because we got to have another car to run against. I'm hoping that Subaru will loosen up after it breaks in some. It hasn't been that fast at all, and I thought it would be. I love that matte blue instead of it being all shiny. It's all dull. Looks good. The trophy car's running. 2 seconds flat. Hey, we might have us a car to run in the 2-second crew. Nice. Let's run them again. You know, we like to run them twice. That way we can get a real feel of the times it'll run consistently, because that's the key. Not just getting a spot, but keeping it. It's running. It's running. 201, not bad, not bad. The Subaru got a 208. Not impressive. Not impressed at all. You going to the not so impressive pile sitting over here. But the trophy car running a 201. Alrighty. Well, our 201 crew is down here where the bomb squad just got in. Now, my favorite car is the 78 to 81 Camaro. This one I got just recently. It's an all-metal car. Metal body, metal bottom. Very reminiscent of the ones we used to play with as a kid. Let's run the trophy against this car so it can get in to the 2-second crew. Wouldn't that be exciting? Nice to see one of my favorite Camaros in any of these. So let's go. Trophy car's running. That trophy car is 2 seconds flat. All right, there's one race. He's got to win one more against this Camaro and he gets in. There we go. Switch the lanes so everything's nice and fair. Here we go. Will it be the trophy or the Camaro? That trophy car is running. It is running. Look at that. 2 seconds flat to the Camaro 202. Trophy car gets in. Trophy car gets in. I would almost say trophy car can move up because it's running 2 seconds. I'll tell you. Let's pull the vet. Now this vet is a 2-second vet all day long. Have not worked it, completely stock, right out of the pack. Just as fast as you would expect it to be. I'm very happy to have a whole bunch of Corvettes that run really well and get really good times. Here we go. Trophy car is trying to break into the 2-second crew. Will it pull it off? That was even. 199 to a 2. Ooh, that was close. That was close. Corvette's not giving it up easy. Not at all. Let's run them again. Trophy car is getting into the 2-second crew, which would be in the 3rd tier. Just got one more win to go against this Corvette gasser right here. Here we go. Will it make it? We're going to find out. Wow, look at that trophy car go. It's had to prove a point. Corvette got a little slower that time, but that's all right. Trophy car gets in. It's running 2 seconds flat every single time. And consistency is the winner. So it's going to go to the back. At least it fits somewhere. And we'll put the Corvette back up there. Wow, look at that. We've added some cars to our tiers again. Now this is tier 5. You really don't want to be down here because that means you're slow. So we got some time to do another car too. See if we can place it. Let's try the ultra hot Mazda pickup again. First time around out of the pack. You might have seen that short video. It wasn't too impressive. So let's run it against. Let's do a pickup truck race, shall we? Against the Datsun. This little truck was pretty quick. It was in my top 10 at one time, but it fell out because of Catwoman. Catwoman ran off my little Datsun truck. That was a few weeks ago. You can look back on that video. Here we go. It's a small pickup truck battle. Oh, the ultra hot. Check him out. Ooh, 208 is not impressive. Not impressive at all. Wow. Let's run them one more time. Neither one of them's really running a good time tonight. I've seen much better out of a lot cheaper cars than these. That Ultra Hot was like almost $5 for one. Here we go with the second round. See if he can break in. The little Mazda. He's running this time. Where's he going? A 211. Still not fast enough to get up into the Tower of Power. No way. No way is he getting over there. And he's especially not getting over here in the top 15. Oh no. Oh no. So, not impressed. This little truck can go back where he was. Now, to illustrate to y'all just how fast these cars are, this is the King. This is a faster than ever Lotus Esprit. That's my number 1 car. Catwoman's number 2. And that Mustang is number 3. And believe it or not, there's a King Cuda straight out of the pack and that Ferrari. But this King Cuda, it really surprised me. I really like this style. I think the newest one is red, which I'm excited. I'll be very excited to come across a red one and add it to my collection. But let's go ahead and run him against the King. Because after all, if you're going to be the King, you got to be open to challenges. You got to prove why you're the King. Can't just sit up there on your throne all day. Here we go. Can the King prevail? Or will the King Cuda take him down? You never know around here. Okay, the Lotus said 195 is the number. But a 199 out of the Cuda is really good. Really good. Wow, these two cars do not disappoint. And both of these are totally stocked. No work's been done to them. Just straight out of the pack. No juice, no graphite, no nothing. Just the way Mattel intended. Here we go with the second round. King Cuda. And the Lotus ran away with it. Whoa, 1928. Okay. The Lotus just beat its own record, I do believe. Let me get out the board. Y'all hang on just a second. We got to get out the board. Yes, it did. Yes, it did, folks. All right, let me set up the board here. Ooh, this thing's heavy. I got some nice signs over there by the garage. Wouldn't you agree? My wife, she can shop now. Let me tell you, she can shop. So, the Lotus just busted its own time. It got a 192.8. Ooh. Okay. Let me get the marker here. All right. So we got to jot this down, folks. Let me take this top off. Okay. So the Lotus is already on with a 1930 and a 1939. Now it's got a 1928. Ooh. I'm going to have to redo some numbers after a while. I can move all this stuff around later. 1928. Wow. I love it when cars beat their own time. Of course, sometimes it's better when they have a nice challenger. But yeah, 1928 is going to be the fastest time yet. And again, set by the Lotus. Faster than ever car. How exciting is that? I think it's very exciting. That car just keeps getting faster. And it's getting faster on its own with no help, no work, no nothing. That is super sweet. Let's see if we can do it a second time. Why not? It's warmed up. Let's run it. That's what they're for. Our enjoyment. And luckily, Play Robotics makes such wonderful equipment for our starting gate and finish lines. Make them very affordable, too. Here we go. Can the Lotus bust a move on that time again? Let's see. Nope. starting to cool off. 195. Gerald Lane. Oh, the king of your track is a black McLaren. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna have to look for that. I don't think I have many McLaren at all. 195 is not too bad, but the king just showed us exactly why he's the king. So back in his spot he goes. And so for the CUDA. Now this car here was a total surprise. This come out of a Batman 5-pack that my wife had, and I end up getting 3 fast cars out of that 5-pack. And this is one of them. There's another one back there, that green car. But we'll run her against the Ferrari. I believe this is a 308, like back in the day, back in the Magnum PI days. Let's see. Well, it don't say on the bottom, but we know what it is. Let's see if Catwoman can keep her spot. I mean, after all, it can't just stay at the top. You got to race for it. Otherwise, you lose your spot. That's the way we roll around here. Oh, she running. She running. 1958 is not bad at all to a 199 out of the Ferrari. Both are good times. Both are less than 2 seconds. The white Honda Prelude from the same 8-pack is quick as well. Wonderful. We're going to run these one more time and see what kind of times we get out of them. Then we'll run a couple of Nissans before we go, because my Nissan 5-pack produced 3 good runners. Here we go. Catwoman against Ferrari. See what kind of times they can get. There they go. Ooh, she busted it up with a 196. That's why she is the queen. That is the reason. That is her spot. And until somebody faster comes along, that's just the way it is. I like this Ferrari. It reminds me of the Magnum PI days. That old show I grew up with. Very happy it's in the top 5. Now in the top 10, we have this one. This Nissan, I believe, what is this one? This is a Nissan Silvia R13. That would say R13? S13, excuse me. Nissan Silvia S13. This come out of the Nissan 5-pack. I love those taillights. Yeah, this is a fast car. Fast car. Let's run it against, I believe they call this one a Chevy Stalker. This Chevy Stalker I got used, already open. I got like 3 of them in a deal. And this was the fastest out of all 3. Now this one has been worked with the juice. The Nissan has not. The Stalker was running slow, and I just couldn't let it go down like that. It was used, it needed some work. It paid the price. Boy, they running too. God, look at that, dead even. Oh my word. I tell you, this is only about the 2nd time I've ever seen a dead even. And how does it think that the Silvia won? Exact same time. I'm glad y'all was watching to see that too. Wow. Let's run them again. But that was something else, y'all. Wow. We're going to run these again. That was so fun. That Nissan Silvia is just a nice casting. Lots of nice detail. Round 2. Ooh, boy, they cruising. 196 to a 197. Well, the Silvia had a fit, but the Chevy Stalker came out on top that time, so that goes to show why the Chevy Stalker is 2 spots ahead of the Silvia. Sure is. Now let's see. To round out the top 15, we'll move this little box right here To round out the top 15, you will find my favorite body style Camaro. You will notice this Camaro Z28 from that 5-pack. This was at the top of the 5-pack. This car is not being worked. It's pretty fast, straight out of the box. And this Mustang also is out of a 5-pack. I believe it was a Night Burners. Usually these Mustangs run pretty fast on a drag strip. That's why I've got one at the bottom of the top 5 and at the top of the top 5 in the 3rd spot. So right now, we'll run these. This would be number 14 and number 15 out of the top 15 fastest cars I have, or trucks. If I finally get some trucks that'll keep up. Classic muscle right there. Mustang and Camaro. There they roll. Solid run by the Camaro. 199. Mustang put up a good little fight with a 1993. Let's run them again. That's why they're in the top 15. They will run below 2 seconds. Earning their keep. And I like that bronze color, I do. That bronze color is nice on that body style Camaro. Here we go, Ford against Chevy. Who will prevail? There they go. Oh, look at there. 1 win each. Mustang pulled out a 198 to a 199 on the Camaro. Oh, Lord. Okay, well, that means we got to race them again, y'all, because that's a tie. They both got to win apiece. If the Mustang pulls it off again, then he will just have to switch spots with the Camaro at the bottom, that's all. They'll just have to switch parking spots. But still, bragging rights. There they go. And the Camaro answered, nope, you're not getting my parking spot. That is mine. I'm going to run a 198. Nope, you ain't having my spot. Can't blame him. Can't blame him at all. He's decided he's not 15th. He's 14th. So we'll put him back in the garage down here. Mustang will just have to go on the other side. Not a bad deal, not a bad deal at all. Let's see. Now I will show y'all what I'm talking about. You don't want to be in the 5th tier. Now the gatekeeper for the 5th tier is this Mustang. Happy holidays. Fastback Mustang. And most people would recognize the Drift Wagon Nissan. I like that see-through hood. That's a very cool detail to this car. Let's run these. See if they've gotten faster since I've been running them. Because you never know. As time goes by, these cars can get faster once they're broken in. It just takes time. Here we go. Mustang and the Drift Wagon. Wow, solid 205s. Let's see. Gerald said, my mistake, I think the white Prelude is out of same 5-pack as that red Mustang. Okay, it could be. It could be. I don't remember a Prelude coming in that 5-pack with that Mustang, but it could be around here somewhere. Sometimes them little kids be snatching cars before I get a chance to play with them. Which is fine. I got plenty of them. Let's go for round 2, folks. Just to see where these cars are at. Looks like they're pretty much running a 205, which is okay for the bottom tier, but it's not going to get them anywhere up close. Here we go. Live action right here. There goes the Drift Wagon. Both of them got slower. Bummer. Well, that shows you why they at the bottom of the food chain. You don't want to be down in the 5th tier. The 5th tier is these slow cars. Let's see who else. We'll run one more race. What's this one? Frostbite, I believe it's called. This one. This is Silver Bullet. Pardon me. This is an older casting. Silver Bullet. It's got a plastic body, but this metal bottom is heavy. And I like those wheels. I like those wheels a lot. Let's get out this car. I love that tiki design on top. I mean, how can you be in a bad mood and look at that tiki face right there? That's got to make your day better, right? That tiki face. Yeah. He says, "Happy Wednesday, happy hump day." That's what he says. Let's run them, y'all. One more race. Silver Bullet. And this woody looking wagon. They're both heavy enough to be running. And Silver Bullet pulls out a 197 to a 199. And that shows you why Silver Bullet's up there at the top. 197 is pretty darn good. Let's run them a second round, just to make sure we're getting the correct times that those automobiles can run. Because first time could just be a fluke. And they could get slower. Or it could get faster. Let's see. Here we go, folks. Ooh, it's running. Silver Bullet's running. 198 to a 199. Perfect. Those two vehicles are showing everybody why they're in the second tier. Why they are in the 99 cent club. They're in the 99 cent club because they are consistent. They earn their spot and they will stay there. Let me get the Silver Bullet up here. And that's how they roll. That's how they roll. Now we're going to open one more tonight. This one's kind of special. This is one of those cars I probably wouldn't open, but look at this thing. It is, oh, this plastic is in such rough shape. It has been thrown around and beat around, and the card is not that great. I say we open it up. I don't expect any kind of fast times out of this Baja Bug, but it needs to come out of this nasty package. It can be counted now. It can look pretty with the rest of my cars. But you always got to run them, right? I mean, there are fast Volkswagen Beetles out there. I've seen them. On videos, of course. Let's pull this 4x4 right here. This is an older casting. Metal body, metal base, and that joker will run his little heart out. Let's try it. Let's run it against the Baja Bug. Well, I don't know what I would do if I was at a drag race and I seen them two pull up. I don't know if I would be interested or if I'd be laughing. Gerald says, got to race VW buses sometime. Love racing them just for the idea of two VW buses racing each other. Yeah, for real. That sounds like a good idea. Here we go. Let's see what the Baja Bug can do. Straight out of the pack. It's keeping up. Oh, it actually beat. It did more than keep up. Wow. It came out of that with a win. Let's run them a second time. You know, we like to run them 2 times. That way we know it is consistent. Nothing like the Baja Bug. It is cruising. What's this one called again? This is... Oh, it don't say. Race... Okay. It's just a rescue truck. It don't say on the bottom what it is. But it's up against the Baja Bug. And the Baja Bug is kicking its butt. Go, little bug. There they go. Baja Bug pulled out a 203. And so did this. Imagine that. 203s out of these two. I would have not expected that whatsoever. That is pretty decent times. That's almost fast enough to beat anything on the bottom level. So, since the Baja Bug wants to show out, we'll put this one right back where he was. Because he looks better over there with the 4-wheel drives, don't you think? Oh, if you got a YouTube channel or some kind of small business and you would like to advertise on this show, hit me up at that email right there. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's my personal email. We can work out those details, no doubt. We got a lot of people that watch us. Sure do. We got the Baja Bug. It's running a 203. So, let's see if we can kick it Mazda style. I haven't ran this car too much. Straight out of the pack, it earned its way up there to the, let's see, 2, 3, 4th tier. Let's see if the Baja Bug can break into the 4th tier. Wouldn't that be exciting? I do not have any Baja Bugs whatsoever anywhere in the top 30. Nowhere. Let's see if it can break in. Wouldn't that be exciting? Oh, Lord, it's running. Oh, Mazda pulled off a 203 on him. Come on, Baja Bug. Don't go down like that. Come on now. I thought it was going to show out. All right, let's do it again. 203 to a 204 is not too bad. But we're going to set him up again. Benefit of the doubt. All right, come on, Baja Bug. Do it. Let's get a good time. Break into that tier. Oh, and it does. 202 to a 203. Way to go, Baja Bug. 202. Okay. It's now going to be placed in that tier where Bomb Squad earlier got in. I'll put the Mazda back up. Now the Baja Bug will be there. And just for the fun of it, we're going to change the gatekeeper from the Camaro, which is my favorite. Now the gatekeeper is going to be the Baja Bug. Why not? I mean, if you're going to lose to something, lose to the Baja Bug. At least it's cute. All right, everybody. I just want to thank you for joining in today while we did this Motor Show 5-pack. See what kind of racing we could get out of those cars. 2 of them, I just wasn't that impressed with. But I think the rest of them we can work with. Maybe they can get up here in the top 15, maybe the top 30 and stay there. We shall see in the future. I want to thank y'all for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And thank you very, very much for pressing that like button. I worked very hard to get all of this done, to get it all detailed real nice. That way we can all enjoy the races. Because that's what I like. Let's not just look at them and collect. Let's get them out. Let's race them. Right, folks? That's right. All right. Peace and love to y'all. And remember, tell your friends and neighbors about Southern Diecast Challenge, Facebook and YouTube. Peace and love to y'all. Have a great one. Happy Hump Day.